Welcome to Multiple Streams Podcast, where my goal is basically to show people different ways to get to the bag, and we also highlight content creators and things of that nature. I'm your host, Bam, and man, today, man, we got a special individual, man. This dude, man, this dude got a lot of heart, man. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of heart. He got a lot of wisdom. And he got a lot of bitches, man. We can give it up for my boy Chink Capone, man. You know what I mean? How you doing, bro?
Appreciate you, my brother. I'm glad to be on the pod, man.
Hey, man, you got exquisite taste in jewelry, might I say, man.
Oh, yeah, thank you, man. Hey, shout out to Miami, man. When I was living in Miami, they got me falling in love with gold.
Yeah, man, all gold all on my chain.
Yeah, real shit, though.
You know what I mean?
That's what keep the value anyway, man. It's better than diamonds.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. You might well, boy. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But yeah, so first I want to pop it off, man. Where you from, bro?
Shit, I'm from Camden, New Jersey, man. Jersey in the building, Camden, man. Stand up, man.
Camden, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So you grew up out there?
Yeah. So I was born in Newark, but I grew up in the foster care system.
Yeah.
Throughout my life, I was growing up throughout the whole New Jersey, and I wound up growing up in like my later teenage years down in Camden. So that's where I pretty much like earned like my name and shit like that.
Okay, you said Newark. You from Newark?
Yeah, Newark. That's where like it's funny how when other people say it, but like Newark.
Yeah. You were Shakur Stevenson fan?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I know he from Newark too.
Shakur. Yeah, I fuck with Shakur, man. I fuck with Tank.
Yeah.
Who else from back up top? It's actually somebody from my city. And I'm really mad that I don't remember bro name. Little bro going crazy right now from Camden.
Yeah.
And it's sad that I don't know, like I right now off the top, like my fault, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but bro doing his thing right now.
Okay. All right, so how old was you when you first entered the group home?
Shit, I was in foster care my whole life, so shit from...
Oh, so you were a warden of the state?
Right, my parents was the state of New Jersey for a long time. But my parents that I call my parents now, they took me in when I was like... I met them when I was like... right going into high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't, they took me and my brother when I was like 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
And then by the time then, I had, I was already with them, but like where I took on their last name. You know what I'm saying? But by the time I turned 16, I was already like...
grown.
I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying? So despite like the love that I was just now starting to get in my life and all of that, I just wanted to be outside. So that's how I wound up being in Camden.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just kind of just went up. Like history just happened after that.
That shit was rough, huh? Growing up in a group home system? You made the best. After a while, you just pretty much found your way in.
Group home ain't no different than jail. You know, a lot of people don't understand how hard it is growing up in the foster care system. Like, I done seen a lot shit that I shouldn't have seen, experienced things I shouldn't have experienced, but I didn't let that define me. Like, I ain't let that make me be a bad person because, you know, they were saying by statistic reasons or purposes that, you know, because something happened to you, like say, for example, you know, you grew up without, you know, like with me, my mom, she did all drugs, you know, growing up. She had all mental problems. My dad, he ran the streets. He was born in 1939, my father. You know what I'm saying? So he grew up like around, like my dad was born after the first car was made. Real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you think of it that way, that should be crazy. So, you know, they really couldn't raise me. Like, you know, I realized God just wanted to bring me into the world. You know what I mean? My dad ain't had no education for real. You know, they was still hanging niggas back then. You know, my dad a black man in the 50s, in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? So it was different back then. And he ain't had me till like he was almost 60. Real shit. So growing up though, man, it was definitely rough. You know what I'm saying? I was real angry growing up. I did a lot of shit that I guess now I realize like it was out of anger. You know what I'm saying? Like I was real angry with life and I always wondered like why I couldn't have a normal family, but it definitely made me the person I am today, 100%.
Yeah, that's a lot of trauma. I mean, a lot of people go through shit and they don't even address the trauma. They just kind of like, you know, either it just affect them to where like they just become a part of it, or they pretend like, I ain't gonna say pretend, or they just kind of never address it. You know what I'm saying? Some people get therapy or some people find other ways to address it or whatever, man. But I mean, hell, bro, shit. Whatever you went through made you who you is today, man. That's made a real nigga, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So growing up, man, outside the foster care, you played sports, anything like that?
Well, in certain homes that I grew up in, some of them was sports, like, oriented. Because I didn't just grow up in group homes, like, I grew up in actual foster homes, too. So, like, I went from, like, different homes. So, it was, like, different vibes. So, it's one home I grew up in, they was, like, a football family.
Yeah.
So, I played Pop Warner. And that's why I discovered I was actually decent. Like, I was all right. Football to the point where private school wanted me to go there and play for them.
Scholarship.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I did it my freshman year. I went to a school called Paramus Catholic. And my dumb ass didn't want to be there because I just didn't like these corny, geeky,
I know what you mean,
nerdy ass motherfuckers. I don't want to be around this.
I know what the fuck you mean.
Dumb shit. You know what I mean? And I wish I would have probably had, more than just my mom at the time to push me to stay. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be outside with my people doing, whatever I wanted to do. I feel like if I would have stayed there, though, I'd have been in the NFL 100%.
Bro, so something like that kind of happened to me, too. For high school, I went to a school called Riverwood High School. All right, so it was basically like, you ever seen the movie ATL?
Yeah.
It was like if T.I. would have went to Nunu school, but still lived out there where he stayed at. Like
Esquire.
Yeah, basically, kind of, sort of, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't embrace it like Esquire, bro. Like, I'm from, like, College Park, and I'm finna go to high school. It's high school up street, Banneker High School. That's where, like, Luda went, Jagged Edge and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And she took me to Riverwood. They had a program. The bus used to take us all the way from College Park to Sandy Springs, 6:30 in the morning. That's why I wake up early as hell now.
Right.
And I was same way, bro. Like, I was like, bro, this shit lame. And, you might go, I never went to none of the pep rallies, none of the games, proms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now every time I be on the south side, my friends would be like, bro, you can go to whatever school you want to. You don't let your... I'm like, bro, I'm going to listen to my mom. I just hate that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I ain't going to say... So I did, I went to school or whatever, like, by the time I was able to make my own decision, I did go back to Southside. I went to an alternative school, but to graduate early, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the white folks had them credits, like, you know what I mean? With their credit system. But I kind of regret not having no white friends. You know what I'm trying to say? Because them motherfuckers got access, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely need some white friends.
I ain't played no sports. I could have did wrestling. I could have beat them little boys up, but I used to rush home, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's where the money was, that's where the women was, and that's where my partners was.
Yeah,
so
man. And
I ain't embrace that shit.
But I just wish me, but then again, I don't wish it because I probably wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Yeah,
you know
I say the same shit.
So I'm pretty happy with like the decisions I did make. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't all the best, but I ain't dead or in jail.
You ain't dead or in jail. You can't complain, bro.
I'm not complaining, bro.
Hey, what is the difference between a foster home and a group home?
So a foster home is a little more like personal to a degree. Like you got an actual home. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like just a regular household. It's just that it's not your family. That's almost like if you take your cousin in.
Oh,
now your cousin just living with you from now on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
okay.
But this time it's like you're not related to nobody. It's like, let's just say your friends living with your family.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Different than being a foster kid. It's just now at least he just free to roam. So like with me, a group home ain't no different than like jail.
Yeah, you gotta fight every day. And
fighting every day, and that motherfucker, they lock you down. Be shit going on when the counselors ain't around, and so really
counselors
like
touching motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was a lot of that. Luckily, I ain't go through that, but like the fighting and all that shit, for sure. That's why I learned how to fight. That's why I learned how to do all my shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just growing up in them homes, group homes, in and out, running the streets and all that.
You ever did boxing before? Like
not professional.
Not professionally, but like, through the gloves on.
Hell yeah. That was like mandatory growing up. You had to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like being a YN now versus back then, don't get me wrong, like they was kind of shooting guns when I was a kid too, but that was like, it wasn't like a common thing. Like now this shit like a sport.
They don't even know how to fight no more.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, see, I get it, man. Like, you want to do that, but at least know how to fight. These little niggas don't even know how to fight.
Yeah, and then like they might see a nigga like me working out and be like, I got the stick. It's like, bro, I'm working out for my health, nigga.
Right.
And then don't let me grab that stick up.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you actually got to still shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, you got to shoot that motherfucker.
You better hope that you hit or you ain't too far away, because if I get a hold of you, bro, I'm breaking you up.
It's deadly at that point.
I'm definitely an advocate of guns down, hands up, man. A lot of people like I don't win, lose, or draw. Like when my boy Aaron the plumber said, I gotta catch them all. Real
I gotta
shit.
catch a fade.
I gotta catch them all. Like I'm in agreement with that shit. I ain't never running from no shit like that. You know what I mean? To save a life too, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go lock in.
Fighting was always easy for me, bro, because niggas would think I'm just so weak and gonna blow through me. But I'm about 3 times as strong as you think I am.
Right.
And I know what to hit you too. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was a dude me and home grew up with. I don't really speak to him too much no more, but I do wish him the best. But he grew up, you know, he got adopted into the neighborhood. One time we out there boxing, but we only got 2 gloves, like 1 pair. So I got the right glove, he got the left glove. But I'm right-handed, he's right-handed. So he not left-handed. I'm tagging his ass. All of a sudden, this nigga didn't hit me with the bare hand. I'm like, okay, give me 2 seconds, whatever. But I was like, damn, it look sneaky motherfucker.
Yeah. It be like that though, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we could bring it back, man. I definitely encourage it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to go do like a country tour, just you know, all boxing matches and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You way stronger than you look too, cause bro, you might hold 2-3 hoes in the air. I mean, women in the air at the same time. I was like, bro, that ain't normal, bro.
Yeah, I love doing my little workouts. A lot of people don't know I work out, man. I don't really do weights. I do calisthenics. I'm like a pull up, push up, running type of motherfucker. Yeah, burpees, and that's where it count anyway. Especially when it comes to combat, like fighting and all that shit. All that, like to me, like this is just me. I'm not saying you don't get strength from working out. I know you do, but you really get that like mobility and movement and the shit that count from doing like that. Type of shit.
Let's just put it this way. Professional athletes, like they workout is like 80% body weight, whether it's practice. Like you ain't finna see no swole boxer. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, he muscular, but he not like, you know what I'm saying?
All
so it's like,
work.
Exactly. And that's also too, like the weights are more from muscle. Strength and muscle, they go hand in hand, but it's not exactly the same thing.
It's not.
You know what I mean? And like, you know, the calisthenics build more of a functional structure. Like calisthenics will have you out there 80 years old running with your nephew.
Exactly.
But weights will have you, like the niggas that weights, they die in their 50s and 60s. The bodybuilders and wrestlers.
Supplements and all that shit that they've been doing and all that. Like you can't, anything that ain't natural ain't good. So shit, you gotta just do like, if your body ain't allowed to go a certain thing, just don't do it. Just the calisthenics gonna get you right. It don't matter about how you look on the outside. If you gonna be good on the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I encourage that with a lot of shit. Like I don't drink at all, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just smoke my little bit of weed, that's it. No pills, no cigarettes, none of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Just water. You know, I might fuck around with some soda every now and again, but that's it.
Yeah, me too.
Man, gotta be healthy out this motherfucker too, bro.
Nah, for real. I'm in the gym every day, morning. I'm talking about fruits, sea moss, shit like that, and vitamins every day. I'm on the same thing, bro. Like, people got a short-term mindset when it come down to what they eating and like you ever had a chick, you be like, what you want to eat? They be like, anything.
Yeah.
You like, shout, you gotta have standards, bro. You don't give a damn what's going in your mouth.
Yeah. That's most of these shorties,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn what's going on in their mouth. Ding-a-ling, bologna sandwiches, Kool-Aid.
Fuck, they eat pork, all types of shit.
I'm talking to chick the other day. She tell me what she cooked. Like, the food was already crazy, but Shawty said they drunk Kool-Aid. I'm like, Shawty, how many aunties and uncles and died off this sugar water?
Right.
Diabetes, like, they got my granddad like that, diabetes and all type of shit.
People don't really give a fuck, bro. They gonna eat whatever. It's actually harder to eat healthy.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I mean? It's more expensive for sure.
And you gotta get creative, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get creative when it comes down to it, because it's all alternative. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, some folks act like they can't give up pork. And I ain't saying you gotta eat. I
don't eat pork. I don't even eat pork. Not even on no religious shit. I just don't eat it.
Well, it make you feel like you eat. Yeah, I know.
Like, a lot of animals, that's like one of the most unclean animals, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's shrimp too.
Yeah, okay.
Shrimp too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still gonna eat that though. But the pork I'm not eating. I just something about pork, it just mentally just don't sit well with me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try not to judge people who eat pork, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes bacon, I make an exception, but not me. Turkey bacon.
I hate how they put the pork in a salad. Like how it just, like, you might order a chicken Caesar and it just come with pork. I be like,
you ain't even ask.
Yeah, or like, who put this combination together? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that shit crazy to me, bro.
A pork lover, man.
A pork lover, nigga.
Shit.
Porky the pig. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly,
shit,
nigga.
Man, I can't do that.
I was gonna say, man, you got a morning routine.
Yeah, so I get up. Before I brush my teeth, I always make sure I got a blunt clip sitting right there. So I might roll up 2 blunts before I go to sleep.
Yeah,
Smoke one, you know, pass out, wake up, I'm hitting that joint. So I do that, brush the teeth. If you know, if I don't got a shorty with me already, I have a shorty come over, do my routine with my good morning. Once I do that, then shit, it just all depends on the day. I might hit the gym. We might go hoop, might go lift some weights. I usually got content I gotta do. Or I go to like a club events, you know. So it's always like what I like to tell people, especially as a content creator, like I do plan stuff, but sometimes I don't. I just have a basic setup. So like I get up, do that, and I just hit my phone.
Yeah, it's in your face.
Yeah, I hit my phone. Everybody just hit me with stuff all day. Like, yo, you want to do this? You want to do this? Do this? Do this? Do this? So that's pretty much what it's been like, man. And it's been increasing by the day.
Yeah. Now, I had to bring that question up because the dude Ashton Hall, he went viral for his morning routine, and I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You see my video I did?
Yeah, I seen
shout
that
out
shit.
to the nigga Ashton Hall, man.
Yeah,
that's funny, yo.
I did me one too. I'm gonna send you.
Bro, you know what that made me realize? He don't got nothing else to do. He's literally showing you how he get ready to go to bed.
Yeah. Exactly.
You didn't hear what I just said. He's telling you how he's getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah. Then they got a big ass.
He don't got enough time to do nothing else.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy. But hey, man, as long as you getting I know he getting a good check for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look. So the Saratoga water. So he spiked from like earlier this year, had like 2-3 million followers. He had 10 million now, and the Saratoga sales went up. I can't remember how much percent. Like it might have been like 15,000%, but if you do the math, they say it was like $1 billion in revenue. I know they gave him a pretty penny because motherfuckers is buying it just for the skit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like the only reason why I even started looking at Saratoga water is because of seeing bro do it and all of that shit. So I was just showing the routine of a deadly cheater on mine.
And he an online fitness coach. You know what I mean? Speaking of fitness, like that's the main core of his business. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now I'm happy, man. Like I'll be happy to see people find their own lane, and taking off with it. Because a lot of people, and I'm not trying to take shots at nobody, even though I am. You know, stop taking people's shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that, an influence supposed to influence. Yeah, but most of us, you know what I'm saying, we still working on our own shit. We all trying to get our own money still. Like me, for example, I ain't nowhere near where I need to be at right now. I'm still what I would consider like underground. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of shit I done inspired from people. From people to networks to places. Like I done watched them just take my likeness, my images, my everything. You know what I'm saying? And just run with it. And you know, it's all love. But at the same time, it's like, damn, like I'm still trying to get myself off the ground.
Let me get about 20-50 million and then you can steal my shit.
Come on, do what you want. I don't give a fuck what you do. But right now it's like it's a little still crucial for me because it's like I still got a lot of work to do. I still got a lot of ground to cover. I still got a lot of money out here to get. So I feel like when people kind of take what I'm doing and trying to run with it, it's like, damn, you basically kind of take money out of my pocket. Now I kind of take it a little personal. So, you know, and I ain't trying to get on no Suge Knight shit with niggas, but I'm not like these other comedian niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I seen one time nigga was heckling you threw something like threw a bottle at this nigga.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I be saying. Like, I don't care about like the followers and the views or the, you know, the likes and all of that shit for real. Like, I'm me at the end of the day, and I come from Camden, so like I'm not from like no. Yeah, I don't understand that world. I didn't really start to learn how to troll until niggas started trolling me first on the internet from years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't even know about none of that. I'm just trying to pull up and see what's good with you. But then, you know, you got to be smarter. You know what I'm saying? You got to make better decisions and stuff. So, you know, like I said, shout out to the people that's doing their thing out here. You know, doing their own thing. And if you do want the sauce, just pay me for it. That's it. Because if I see you,
he got a fee for you, man.
Peace and blessings.
So then my morning routine, man. So I try to get up around like really 5:30, but sometimes like, you know, like lately I've been detoxing. I've been getting up like 3s and 4. Like I have to literally just stay in bed and not do nothing. Try to get up around 5:30. First thing I do is just kind of remove the clutter. It's gonna be like a pair of shoes in the living room, or I might need to wipe the countertop. But I'm just really waking myself up. I might cut on something motivational like Napoleon Hill. You know what I'm saying? Just something in the background talking, you know.
Chink Capone with the cheeks.
Yeah, you know, shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So after about 20 minutes or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I probably, you know, wash my face, gargle, take my dogs outside. You know, that's kind of like my warm up. After I take the dogs outside, hit the gym for about an hour. After the gym, you know, I eat my breakfast. It don't really be no real breakfast, bro. It be like fruit, grapes, and bananas and vitamins and shit. But I'm also reading, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. Shout out my book, man.
Yeah,
Never
that's
Get the
crazy.
Great, man.
You got your own book.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I did it just because niggas can't do it. You know what I mean? It'd be real with you, bro. You know what I mean? It didn't take long. Matter of fact, I got you a copy, man. You know what I mean?
You got my own copy, man. You signed it?
I signed it, man. I put my giant handprint on it, man.
Okay, bet.
You know what I
definitely
mean?
gonna be looking through this, man.
Yeah, it's a self-help book, man. So
shout out to the most hated and underrated. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? You ever heard like
hard.
Think and Grow Rich?
Right.
First chapter, Think and Grow Lit. You know what I mean? And, you know, I use a lot of hip-hop quotes to make it make sense to you know, somebody that's really out there, you know, on their grind to get it, you know, for the most part, man.
Okay,
so.
I see right here, acknowledgments. May no man, woman, child, nor animal walk a lifetime on God's green earth and not expect to be tested. Tip.
Yes, sir.
That's tough.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So after I
definitely gonna read this.
Yeah, hell yeah. So after I read my fruits, shit, shower, shave, then it's, you know, hit the trap. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I got a warehouse, so, you know, I be doing business at the warehouse, but I'm on the content too, bro. I be glad to see your content flooding my timeline because it let me know, shit, you got to work, bro. You ain't posting nothing in 2-3 days. You need to be posting 2-3 times a day. You know what I mean? If not more.
See, I don't know when you going to drop this, but on this day, I'm not going to say today, but on this day, I just got my old page back.
Oh, for real?
So, and I ain't gonna lie, I lost hope when I lost my shit because, you know, a lot of people understand, like, that shit be bread and butter, literally, for a lot of content creators. Like, when you got them big pages, you make a lot of money. So when I lost my shit, it was like back in the 90s losing your beeper. Losing your pager when, you know, your money played. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, they get discouraged. They stop doing videos, all that. But, like, I'm so glad that, like, you know, one, like I said, I don't come from that background for real. So I didn't really care too much about it, even though, like, it was like a money loss. So I was able to just keep doing what I'm doing. I built a whole new page back up, all of that shit. And then now when I got this one back, it just made it even better. So, you know, this is an example of, you know, no matter what circumstance you're going through, no matter what you know, went through the, you know, any negative, just keep working, keep being you, keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit'll be restored 10 times over. Like, no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is just something small with the Instagram shit, but it just showed me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I never stopped my work ethic. I never, you know, let it bring me down or discourage. Now, you know, a lot of these corny little fake motherfuckers out here who seen my page was going, act like, you know, motherfucker got shot or something, so they stopped reaching out and, oh, you know, you don't got the same reach. Y'all let that internet shit get to y'all like that, y'all weird, man. You know what I'm saying? Real life, that's what count. You know, when you hit these streets, when people see you outside your face, a lot of your favorite content creators is weirdos, lames, corny, broke, ain't got shit going on, won't say what's up, nothing, keep their head down on their phones, anti-socialism motherfucker, and they just, you know what I mean? So I represent a whole different breed of motherfuckers, like, you know what I mean? We a whole different lane. We coming, ain't nothing y'all could do about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't want to be rappers no more. We want to do content. We want to do YouTube videos. We trying to be actors, all type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to all my niggas that is rapping, though. You know what I mean? But
we got
a new lane. Like, we got a new lane.
If you rap and you don't consider yourself a content creator, you playing the game with the wrong, you know, with the wrong mindset,
what the fuck else you gonna do? I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a job, but I hope you ain't thinking about doing no street shit. That shit over with. I'm telling you now, any type of street shit,
dead, boy.
Cut that shit, bro. It is done.
Done.
Like, you basically almost like a clown. You get an L for still being in the streets, because what the fuck is you getting out of it? I don't know. Nobody out here that's really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, I ain't in the streets, so I'm cool.
Yeah, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I mean, yeah, if you bragging, like, I know people that brag about how much money they're making in the streets. I'm like, bro, if you ain't got at least 1 foot out where you can legitimately, I'm like, bro, you goddamn setting yourself up.
Yeah, they about to come get you. Like, if they don't come now, they coming. You know what I mean?
Shout out Young Scooter. They just shot my boy in the ass.
Yeah, R.I.P. Young Scooter, man. Yeah,
that's
so that's what happened.
I mean, I don't know what happened.
Trying to say that he
I don't know what happened.
The fence.
I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it don't really fucking matter whether he jumped the fence, got shot. That nigga died on his fucking birthday from the police.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's crazy,
like,
dog.
That is crazy, bro. Like, it almost make you question a lot of things. Like, damn, like, like I feel like God don't let certain things happen for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, but it is what it is, you know. Hopefully, you know, his friends, his family and all that, they find the justice or the condolences or the righteous thing that they need to find. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I met him one time, not like on some like, you know, like he knew me or something. We just happened to see him. My man's recognized him and we took a picture with him or whatever like that. But Scooter always been like a staple, especially in my hood.
I used to see a nigga at the gas station like East Atlanta. You know what I mean? But yeah, hell yeah, bro. When I first met you though, I met you through my boy Ugly Money, my boy Nietzsche, and like
yeah, shout out Ugly Money, man.
fucking yeah, you went from 20,000 followers, and I seen you out my building one time, and you were like, yeah, you just got your. I thought that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see the old page. Then it was at 50. Oh damn, it's 2 weeks. It's like 3 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept seeing it go up. So like, when it come down to growing your following, bro, like how does shit happen?
I really can't tell you exactly how it happened. I could just say, I guess God, you know what I mean? Real shit. Like,
Yeah.
Cause you know, growing up where I'm from, it wasn't much you could do. You're either outside or you inside. If you outside, you're only doing a couple things, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
what really like inspired me to start doing my videos, you know, DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
When he was first on Snapchat, I used to always see him going crazy on there. And it was one time I seen him on there, he said, be thankful, be grateful. And it was just something about like, when he said it, it just kind of like opened up my eyes like, damn, like, I don't know. I just was on some like we was on the block all night.
Yeah.
Till the sun came up.
Yeah.
My first video ever, I come out the window, I'm high as hell. You know, good morning, everybody. Be thankful, be grateful. I love y'all. It ain't go viral like to the industry standards, but it went viral in my hood.
Yeah.
So like everybody, and I was already popular in my neighborhood. Like everybody already knew me and shit like that. So when I did my first video, motherfuckers was just like, yo, like, you know, you should keep doing this. And like nobody, like back then, it wasn't no such thing as like content creators and all that shit that they making terms for now. So and then like I had somebody to coach me on this shit or to tell me what to do.
No blueprint.
So I just kept doing it. And so I guess back then around that time, like this was like around 2016.
Okay, you started a good time, a good era.
Right. It was that era where like if you blew up back then, you still relevant now.
Still
like,
relevant
anybody
now.
I know who blew up back then, they still relevant now.
Bill.
So
and they the ones teaching people like that's exactly what motivated me to start. You know what I mean?
So I don't know, my shit organically just started growing, and then one day I made a video that just took off. Like it just took off. I was telling them about my race because a lot of people think I'm Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I'm black and white.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, see, look, you ain't even know. You know what I'm saying?
I was just thinking you just, I don't know. I was
so
light-skinned
when I did that shit, that's when like it really took off. Like it really just took off, and then it just transferred over to my Instagram. Then WorldStar picked me up. Once WorldStar picked me up, they was posting me every other day. That's why I tatted them on my face. You know what I'm saying? But and this when Q was still alive too. Rest in peace, Q.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
damn.
And it just took off organically from there, bro.
Yeah, I was just peeping your shirt, bro. You wore that shit because it's 404 day. Or they
you know what's crazy? Nah, bro. Like I just seen it was a dope ass shirt they had at the store. So I was like, yo, this shit hard.
I was like, but that nigga ready for 404 day, boy.
That's funny as hell, yo. I didn't even peep that, yo.
I was like, nigga, I did. Boy, Outcast, boy.
Yeah, man. Now they a legendary group, man.
That nigga dad went to school with Outcast.
Oh, yeah?
They from East Point, which is up street from College Park.
Yeah, I fuck with Andre 3000. I was just watching Four Brothers yesterday.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah, that shit funny as hell. Andre Big Brother and that motherfucker. Yeah.
I didn't know that he was with Erica Badu. That was his like baby mom.
Yeah,
That's
Erica Badu. Yeah. Two weirdos together, man, made sense.
I ain't even gonna say nothing more. I ain't trying to disrespect. That's a lucky man.
I don't mean weirdo.
No, I don't mean weirdo like that. I'm talking about what I really want to say.
Oh yeah.
Miss Badu.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah, man. All right, so look, man, you create content, man, but like, what's some different ways you generate revenue from your content?
Well, me, I like to do like what I call third party. So like me, I don't really get paid. It's not like I get a check from Instagram. So I just use my same hustle that I use outside and just put it towards that. So whether it be product or you could put me in on your business. if it's you yourself, we could build you. I'm just like a marketing, promoting,
A walking and marketing agency.
basically, you know what I'm saying? Basically, my job is to do what y'all paid these big companies like Google and all of them thousands for a fraction of the price. You know what I'm saying? And I got the same reach. So that's pretty much been my occupation. I'm just like, it's almost like being a car salesman.
Yeah.
But like you selling just yourself.
Okay, cool. Well, shit, I got something for you to sell, bro. Me and my folk, man, we starting the clothing line. It's really his, but you know, everything he do, shit, you got to go through me first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, so brand called Linux, got drip for days. You know what I'm saying? Streetwear drip for days. As soon as we get some samples in, man, we're gonna definitely bless you with some of those,
sure.
man. You know what I mean?
And this is where content creator comes in. So with something like that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody told me in the industry, when you got like a model and photographer, if the model's bigger than the photographer, pay the model. But if the photographer's bigger than the model, pay the photographer. You know what I'm saying? So like with something like this, you know, you invest, you know, you give the clothes, you pay a small fee. The content creator's job is then to market that. You know what I'm saying? They got to make sure that, you know, people are going to go and buy that. And that's how it works with me. That's why I've been in business for so long and I've been blessed to not have to go get a 9 to 5. I know I could be making a lot more money, but I've learned how to, and I'm not a quantity type of person. I'm a quality. So I want people like to keep coming back. Like you spend money with me, you're going to keep spending money with me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You want to
like,
repeat.
You're going to get your money's worth with me. You know what I'm saying? So,
nah, facts.
Real shit.
Now that's what's up. What's some brands you work with that I might know?
Rockstar,
okay.
Original. That's one of the main ones. I used to have a deal with Fashion Nova before I lost my page. I got my page back, but
Fashion Nova Men, what's up, man?
Fashion Nova Men. There's a lot of small brands that like a lot of local brands that I've done like things with. And I'm not shouting them out because
you ain't getting paid. They don't make money, they don't make sense.
But I've definitely supported, like, they don't have to pay me. Like, that's my deal. I'm like, my other deal is too, like, you don't have to pay me, but I don't have to promote you either. If you just want to give me your stuff, then cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'll show love and somebody asks me, hey, yo, boom. But you know what I mean? But this is how we make our bread and butter. So as a content creator, y'all gotta respect, especially if we established and we doing our thing. You know what I'm saying?
And then like, so another good thing is, basically you pretty much broke it down, bro. I went to school for marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's really all I ever did, bro. Sell shit, you know what I mean? I started off, read Richest Man in Babylon. I was like in 6th grade. And shit, since then, I'm trying to become the richest man in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started selling the candy. You know, then you transition to grass.
Everybody who start like that hustling, they sold candy. That's what I first did.
Yep. Then you transition to cutting the grass, and you start selling some of that grass you cutting. And shit, you know what I mean? Now I'm blessed to find something to where, like, I can live as good as, I can live better than a dope man in my neighborhood doing some legit shit. I'm flipping phones, electronics. You know, they consider me the cash out man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, say you got a Rolex and you want to get rid of it, but you don't want to show your face in the jewelry store, sell it to a nigga like me. Say you got an iPhone you want to get rid of, you can sell it to somebody like me, and I was able to pimp that. And but I like how we don't need these big brands to market. Like back then, you had to be on TV or you had to have that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of broke it down and micromanaged it well. And then it's like the corporation don't pay you as much as you can pay yourself. Like you might be doing some $1 million, $1 trillion shit for Coca-Cola, but they paying you 100 bands. Whereas opposed to, you know, if you just did your own thing, it ain't hard to make 200,000. You know what I mean? It's, you know, if you find something good, you good at it, it's easy to make 6 figures. That's what people don't know. Because it take time. It really take money to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like most people want that front. Like they would just front me to work, I'm gonna work. But it's like when you take that risk, bro, you take that risk and prosper. That's what I say TRAP stands for. Take risks and prosper.
Yeah, bro.
You know
people don't understand, bro. Like this shit ain't just glitz and glamour. I done slept on many couches.
Yeah.
I done been homeless, bro. Like this shit ain't just it's a work in progress. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand that like this shit don't happen overnight, but when it do happen, it happens overnight.
Yeah,
real shit.
That's how I feel, huh? It take about 5-10 years, but you gonna become an overnight success.
But once that shit start rolling, it rolls, man. So, you know, don't ever be discouraged. Don't think because you see other people out here doing their thing that like you missing out or you not doing enough. Man, listen, what's for you is for you. And then on top of that too, you know, this ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we still need doctors, we still need lawyers, we still need people to cook the fries at McDonald's, take out the trash, all that shit. So, you know, like everybody want to get into this lane, and it's possible. I'm not taking that away, but if it don't work out to it, that's okay too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of people want to, you know, say you could, this is it. Nah, this ain't it for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody can't be
leave the
content creators.
entertainment to the entertainers. You know what I mean? Real shit.
All right, cool, man. All right, so look, I was doing my research on you, man, and I clicked the link in your bio. I seen OnlyFans. Of course, I didn't click the link to see what's going on because it might be some shit I don't need to see. You know what I mean? But like, as far as that, has that been a good source of income for you?
Yeah, it was when I was really going hard with it, but I had to stop because I didn't want to have a certain image out there, and I was doing it only for the money. Like, I was hearing it was making good money, and it did. So my first month I made 15,000. Next month I made like 10. But I, you know, once I started seeing like the type of energy that it was bringing, like the type of perception people was having of me. Even to this day, some people think I'm a porn star. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case. I just happen to fuck a couple lit bitches, females, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With followings, and some of them happen to be porn stars.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of like put me in that perspective of like, all right, let me get away from this. I don't want to go too hard with this shit. And so I kind of stepped away. I still make my little money from it. Don't get me wrong. I call it rent money, but yeah, I be chilling.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, when shit was slow in the pandemic, I thought of throwing a Spider-Man helmet on or something, doing my thing, boy.
Yeah, man. Nah, I already knew though when I was gonna do it that like maybe 20 years from now when I'm an old man, somebody might pull this up. But hey, it's just gonna be me hitting shit. I mean, I ain't gonna have no regret. I'll sit there with my family, we can all watch it together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm not, but so I already had that in my head, like, you know what I mean? Like like if I do this type of content, am I gonna regret it? Whatever.
Yeah. Give man, say somebody seeing you, they look up the ink. What's some advice you would give to an up and coming content creator? You know what I mean?
I would tell them definitely stay consistent.
Yeah. Don't
worry about like who not with you, because I be noticing a lot of people, oh, well, don't be with me when I blow up. That's not a good energy to have, and you'll miss out on opportunities for people that might be watching you. So like, let's just say, for example, I'm your homeboy. I done grew up with you. Now you discovered that you good at making videos.
Yeah.
All right, you my homeboy, but like, nigga, all right, cool, you do your thing, man. Yo, come with me to this. You know, I catch you. Now you feel the way about your homeboy not coming around and shit.
Yes,
and it's your homeboy, so of course his opinion matter, everything matter. Now it stop you from doing your thing, because now it's like, man, my homeboy won't even come with me. Why would I go do this when all you got to do is go around the corner and there's gonna be a million strangers that's gonna show you way more love than your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Give you way more opportunity. So I definitely would say stay focused. If you know what you're doing is right, just do it. It don't matter who's on the journey with you. Shame on them. If they miss out, they miss out, but don't take it out on the world, and don't even take it out on them. Still show them love, man. That's what you get you more rewarded. I never just take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like I used to feel a type of way at first till I got that understanding. Nigga, you know you about to take off, so whether they want to be with you or not, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've learned that, you know, it's better to, and always try to, you know, share your likeness and your ideas with people that got the same type of mindset as you. You know what I mean? Put yourself in them type of rooms with them type of people. You know, and never just stop being you. Never be discouraged, man, because there's going to be a lot of shit out here that's going to make you be like, you know what? Man, I don't want to do this shit. Or, you know what? What's the point of doing it? It's a point. It's a reason why you're doing it. So keep doing that shit, man. It's like working out.
Yeah. Nah, for real, because like, you know, a lot of my friends don't really do a lot of content like that for real. That's why I, you know, make new friends or whatever. Like like a couple weeks ago, I did a reaction video and I'm showing my partner how easy it is, you know, to help supplement your other content. And he was like, hell yeah. He said we both in agreement on how it's working. And I was like, man, you might as well start because you create. Nah, I can't do it though. And I'd be like, okay, shit. At first I was like, damn, why you see it? I'm your mans, but I was like, that's just how people mindset is, bro. You know what I mean? You show a nigga I made $1 million from this shit though. I guarantee he being had by 10 of them uploaded by the end of the day.
I still don't really do it for some people, man. Like I said, some people just, you know, some people it's just meant for some people, and you don't have to force nothing on nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything should be organic, and that's how it's been for me, for real. Like, and anything I ever tried to force on somebody, it never worked out.
Yeah.
Like when I try to make somebody do content or shit like that, it just don't ever work out the right way. So
Yeah.
just go make them fries at McDonald's.
First time I met you, we were doing a panel. The dude, ugly, but it was Booski. I forgot his name, bro.
Yeah, some strange looking dude, man.
That nigga asked you, he was like, he asked you trick off. You were like, never, ever. Yeah, I'm like,
that
shit was funny as hell, bro. So
I don't knock anybody that do trick, but you know what I'm saying? Because I guess they say it ain't tricking if you got it, but me personally, I just would not feel good as a man just knowing that like I have to pay a female to like me or to be around me or to want to be with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's some men that do get a pleasure out of it though. Like don't gotta have a conversation. I could understand where they coming from to a degree. Like, all right, I'm just paying just to get what I need and boom. But I mean, what's the difference then? Like, you might as well just go get you a regular crackhead or something or a prostitute, something. Like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? It's like, or I would rather invest that into a woman that's going to invest it back into me or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just willingly give, especially like, and I don't want to come off like big headed, but I never had to have that problem, like with dealing with women, any type of woman, like, good looking, ugly, fat, skinny, famous, regular. It don't matter. I done experienced them all. So like and it's been my whole life. This even before I decided to even do videos. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my perspective is a little different from most the average man. Like you gotta play. You playing your cards right. Yeah, you playing the cards that were dealt. The average man I heard don't even get the same type of access. So I can understand why they might maneuver a certain way, you know what I'm saying, and be a certain way. But yeah, man, like as far as that, man, I just can't wrap my head around it, man. Like, you know, all the females around me, they love me. You know what I mean? And I like that. Like, I like that.
You be having a lot of...
I don't want no females to be around me, and because I'm paying them to be around me, that's weird.
Yeah. I feel like you're going to steal from me if I got to pay for you.
Right. Like, I can't even trust you for real. I won't even sleep good.
I don't trust you no ways, let alone if money involved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so plot twist, man. We got Anthony Edwards, the chick Aisha. He paid at one point, he paid $1,080,000 up front. No, no dealings with the child. Don't want no dealings. I heard he gave about 100 bands, to abort the situation, but she ran off with it. I just wanted your take on that, bro.
Despite what they're saying about my boy Ant-Man, I think that was one of the best MVP moves I ever seen ever
in life.
Look, first of all, let's be honest. In a situation like that, most niggas is running off. Yeah. They not even paying nothing for nothing. Most niggas. You know what I'm saying? They out of there. Come catch me if you can. Yeah. Now, of course, he can't just run off. He Anthony Edwards, so, he did the best thing possible. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know that you could do that.
He paving the way.
Now, listen, he not paving the way, because all you broke ass niggas out there gonna be looking at that like, I'm about to get a bitch pregnant. But no, nigga, he paid for that. Like, he paid that was a milli. That was a milli. So don't make it seem like it's that easy to just, we about to have a baby and I'm about to just pay that shit off. Like, it's messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up as far as like, because the baby ain't got nothing to do with it. But I feel like as a man, like, all right, ready? If we both have sex, because it takes two people, and a woman has every right to decide what she want to do with her body. But I have every right to make my decision if I want to still be around as a man. If I'm telling you I don't want to have a baby, if I'm telling you I don't want to have this child, and I know you having this child out of spite because you think you got a meal ticket, okay, you gonna get that meal. And that's it. Like,
literally
listen,
a meal.
MVP go to Ant-Man. I swear,
I'm trying to fucking tell you.
He got that. Now, the way, the internet try to vocalize, like, oh, he's saying he's not going to be in the baby life, whatever. I mean, look, listen. Of course, it's going to be sensitive. You know what I mean? Is it right? No, because the baby ain't got nothing to do with it. But if that man vocalized you before the baby even got here, I don't want no baby. You could have took the plan B. You could have did whatever. You know what I mean? But like I said, woman.
Like I say, I heard she ran off with $100K. The courts probably took that into consideration. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, She already got a baby by Lil Baby. Like at the end of the day, he a young dude.
So she,
yeah, he a young dude, bro. He might, she might end up playing basketball. He might end up seeing her because she, she ain't know nobody. And I'm like, man, she'll be all right, bro. She still got Lil Baby for another 15, 16, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And just living off the hype of his name, it's fucked up. But she better than most. She in a better position than most little girls that grow up without their daddy. You know what I'm saying? And
nah, but that shit crazy though. Like I didn't even know you could do some shit like that. Like
I
pay
think
up.
When I say he paved the way, I'm talking about for rich folks. With actors,
hell
actors,
yeah! I know
athletes.
everybody was looking at that like, you know what? You have babe by me. I got $1 million to spare. Fuck
man, nigga, they take the half, bro.
That's expensive though.
Yeah, nah, I'm just saying, like, it's more expensive to stay. Like,
and then on top of that, though, like, I feel like maybe his mindset might change if she mature. I guess, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just knowing you got a kid out here, just knowing you do.
Yeah.
You gonna at least want to see her at least once.
Yeah, I think he gonna come around. He gonna come around.
But
to
right
it.
now, he just, he young. He one of the stars of the league right now. He ain't really trying to. So I felt where he's coming from. But once the baby get here, it's like,
reality gonna set.
Yeah, reality definitely gonna sink in and shit like that.
And she probably did something behind his back, like gave the nigga.
At least he paid though.
Yeah,
that man paid.
Yeah,
like, there's nothing you can say.
And she probably did something sneaky, like handed him a poked in the whole rubber or something. You know what I mean? It's somewhere I don't know.
He probably squeezed all in that.
Yeah, he probably did.
I ain't gonna.
Yeah, he probably did.
I'd have fucked up too.
Yeah, he probably did. She probably said she was on. I don't know, but either way it go, man.
Niggas
It
be
what
horny,
it is.
bro.
Niggas
they be horny.
Yeah, they be horny.
Just because you an athlete, don't make you exempt. Niggas be out here horny, bro.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah. All right, so look, what you like most about creating content outside of the revenue you done made?
I really love the connections I make. I love the environments it puts me in. Like, it's places that I would have never been to. People I would have never met. You know what I mean? So it comes with so much more than just the money. I mean, the money's also great too. You know what I mean? But it really is really just all around just a plus. To anybody's life. Like, it can enhance anything you got going on.
Yeah. So how was things when you all right, so you just got your page back. What was
literally while on the hour while we talking.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It's still a lot of shit coming in. I'm getting calls left and right.
Yeah. Okay.
You really thought I came home from jail.
Oh no.
Real shit.
I was gonna say, but explain, all right, so how was it when you was actively using that page? Like, how was it compared to when you had to start over? Like, I'm trying to figure out the gap in revenue and opportunities.
Well, shit. On this page, for example, I mean, I don't want to. This was the prices then, because they gonna be different now. I used to charge like $100 a story post. 1,000 a page post minimum. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting them frequently. But really, like, I ain't no corporation, so, I might not get the full 1,000 or the full 100 all the time, but shit, I don't leave no money off the table. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you.
So, it just all depends. So I basically made double to triple the amount. I had to reduce that down a lot on this page that I have now. Yeah. But because my numbers were starting to go back up, the price was starting to go back up. So that's basically what I learned with this shit. It's a numbers game. It's all about numbers, organic numbers, real numbers. And that's how you make your money. All people want to see is that, all right, he could get 1 million views. All right, bet we'll spend money with him because he's gonna generate that potential money that's gonna come. Even if 10% of that, you know what I mean?
What type of brands would you refuse to work with?
Anything that goes against my morals,
like cigarettes,
what I believe in,
pork ads, shit like that.
You know what? I probably do as fucked up as it sounds, man. I probably do a pork ad, man. I just want to eat that shit. But athletes do McDonald's commercials. I'm sure they don't eat that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what it, like, if it's something that I know could affect like a generation, like anything to do with violence, sexuality, shit like that, I'll be cool. But like, if it's little shit like that, man, whatever. People gonna smoke anyway. People gonna do all that shit anyway. But like,
yeah, that bag, right?
I'm only human.
Yeah. Nah, facts, bro. How long you been in Atlanta, bro?
This will make like 2 years.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 2 years. I've been here for a minute now. Ever since I started growing my hair.
Yeah.
Real
I be
shit.
seeing I be seeing all the content. I was like, that nigga had short hair. I was like, okay, he think he just repurposing the content. That made sense.
Yeah, basically because I lost my page, but now that I got it back, I got all new content.
Oh, so the page was kind of like frozen for a second. I mean, you had to go like, so when you got it back, you had to go through the archives and re-upload shit.
So now I got content from a year ago for this new page, so I can sit back for a whole year if I wanted to. And I'll make another video and have all this content for my new page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to stop, obviously. You know, I'm going to just keep it going.
Yeah. All right, what's up, man?
Real shit.
What brought you to Atlanta?
The chocolate women? Nah. I mean, that was a plus to it. But really, the opportunities out here, like, it's way better. I was in Miami, and Miami was kind of like a distraction more for me. I was getting work done, but it was a lot more just going on out there. So out here, like, I've done TV shows, movies. Like, I'm actually working out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love Atlanta.
What TV shows and movies have you done?
Shout out Now That's TV. They like a network that I'm on.
Okay.
It's like a reality network.
Okay.
And so I done did a couple shows, couple movies. Joyride, you go check that out. I'm like a main character. I did a couple shows on there. Barbie ones both. Greek Life. I did a guest appearance on some shit called Bad Bitches Only. I done did movies with Robbie World. I done work with YouTubers. I done did a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff. So
yeah. All right. So okay. You said you all right. So you went from New Jersey to Miami, then Atlanta, or you made some more pit stops?
Yeah. So I went from New Jersey, actually to Vegas.
Vegas.
During COVID, and then from Vegas we went to Miami, and then from Miami, Atlanta.
What brought you to Vegas?
I was really cool with my guy Smooth. Shout out my guy Smooth back in the day. And he used to have the dude Eddie Winslow from Family Matters living with him.
Yeah.
Before all that shit.
Yeah.
And so when he asked me it was during COVID, and I think we was already in LA, and this one they was like on some shutting the country down type shit. He said, wherever you at, you just gonna have to be there. So he was like, man, I got a mansion in Las Vegas. You want to just drive there? And hell yeah. We were locked in a mansion in Vegas. I'm cool with that.
Facts.
So we went to Vegas, and that's where I met him, and that's where I got into my fitness journey and everything in Vegas.
Oh, shit. Okay. Started in Vegas. I thought you were going to say the Strip.
Nah, literally on Vegas. Nah, not that. Not that journey, man.
You know, talking shit.
They was trying to recruit me out that motherfucker. Trust me, man. But I was that ain't my lifestyle, bro. You know, I just like women. I enjoy women. You know, I don't want to use them or nothing. Like, you know, I'm cool.
Yeah. And I feel that, bro. So how long was you? All right, so that's pretty short. Cause you said pandemic, so this was all within the last 5 years.
Yeah, as far as like me traveling and shit. Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's why I said I'm still real underground. And like, let me say this, man. Like, maybe I could just be talking, but you know, a lot of people been kind of like holding me back. Yeah. There's a lot of people out here that don't want to see me in the front. There's a lot of people that don't want to see me shine. There's a lot of people out here that don't.
Trying to shadow ban my
Not
boy.
even on no hate and shit. They just, you know, they see me and they just like
get intimidated.
Exactly. Like, nah,
they
man,
think any assistance.
He can't. Like, not him.
Yeah.
Like I done heard rumors about shit that like certain like networks don't want me to have certain shine because they want to shine. And, you know, certain people don't want they don't invite me to certain events because they know when I get there, people want to, you know, get to know me and stuff. And it's like, damn, you can't stop what God going to do anyway. So just at least like help get it further because it's going to happen. I'm telling y'all now, it's going to happen. So get with me.
If you can't beat them, join them,
man. You don't even gotta join me. Just respect it, or you know, just go that way.
Now I feel the same way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it from a mile away, bro. You know, people be trying to flex, high sign, and shadow ban you, and like I say, it just make me go a little harder. But at the same time, it do be a realization, like, damn, it's a lot of lame, insecure motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? Or especially it's crazy when a situation that's bigger than you at the moment as far as your reach or whatever, and they hating. It's like, What you hating for? You got
I'm talking about, man, I'm not even going to name drop. I went through it with so many motherfuckers who they had more money, more success at the time, more everything. And then, like, they still, worried about me and, like, what I got going on and trying to stop what I got going on.
They like, he got more bitches, though. I'm still jealous.
Yo, one thing I learned about men in this world, they can have all the money, all the cars, all the status, all everything. They don't got no, like, a nigga like me, they hate to see coming because of that reason. And so, as sad as it sounds, I had to water down myself a lot around niggas. Don't be around females too much. I won't even, if they invite females, I won't talk to none of they bitches. Or none of they females, I'm sorry. I won't talk to none of they females or nothing because I just want to show, like, I'm here for business. I can't help if your girl want me, but I don't want her. Let's just get the work done. I got pussy for days. Like, I don't give a fuck about it. Like, this shit falling out my ears. Real shit, bro. So I need help. I need help with all the bitches I get. So I'm not even thinking about another nigga bitch. I just want to get to the money and get to it. And hopefully people will realize that about me. I'm not I'm not a horny ass nigga. Like, I just want to get to it and let's just get it. We got a lot of work to get done and I'm ready.
Yeah. Nah, that what's up, man. What's your what's some short-term goals you got for yourself, man?
Right now I just want to get myself involved in a lot more in the YouTube world. Fuck with a couple of these YouTubers that won't hate on me and and build, really get myself out there more in the Atlanta scene with like movies, short films. Yeah. Really trying to show the world like, that I got actual talent. Like I could really do this shit. Yeah. So that's been the short term.
You ever thought of selling a digital product?
As far as what?
So it's different ways they do it. You know what I mean? Like some like the dude Ashton Hall, his digital product is online fitness, to where he ain't got to sit there and play with you, whatever. It's like I think they got systems in place where they just might they might recommend workouts, but they really be on a diet. You know what I'm saying? So they really got systems in place to track your diet. You know what I mean? Myself, my digital product. So I'm a reseller, like I say. I can get some water and sell it to a whale. You know what I'm saying? Or I can get a whale to sell me some water and I go sell it to a shark. You know what I mean? So it's like my digital product, I might have like an ebook in place to show people how to do it.
I was just about to say that. I said I'll probably do something like an ebook. Yeah. Because I'm like a motivational speaker. So I feel like something like with my audio in the background or something like that. I've been thinking about it, but I just wanted to know how I could put it together to make it still more unique than just my audio. Yeah. I wanted to come with something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So like, the communities, that's pretty good because a lot of people get money off of subscriptions. You know what I mean? It could be different stuff. Like some people tell, men be wanting to, they might look at what you got going on and that's a fantasy to them. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, a lot of men out here need help with their confidence on how to talk to them. And really, that's like some Wizard of Oz type shit. But at the end of the day,
you know what's funny, bro? Not to cut you off, man. Men all the time come up to me like, and I just be like, I don't be knowing what to. Now I do be kind of knowing what to say, but at the time it'd be a little shocking to me because it's like, damn, like you coming to me for advice? Like shit, I'm thinking this is easy, like you know what I mean? But I realized that to a lot of men, it's a little complicated with getting women. Yeah. So I'm really seriously considering about like maybe not writing a book, but like giving some courses.
Shit, you want,
sure.
Shit, man. I show you how to write book. You know what I mean? Or
or do online class. I'd rather do it like speaking. You know what I'm saying? Where they could download my classes, like my seminars, like on the Riz.
That's how I go. Like shit. Whatever people doing, that's what it is though. Like whether you sell, like they got people that run barbershops. They teach other barbers how to grow their clientele. You know what I mean? I eventually want to get to where I'm helping pawn shops and phone repair stores generate more revenue. It's all just digital products or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much like the people I roll with, man, they be making they make a lot of money selling a lot of subscriptions because they spend money on paid advertisement. I know you got organic, so you wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't want to, we wouldn't even have to spend. But even what you said as far as the comfort, me and him, boy, Tony, we say the same thing, bro. We was like young. Like, we stayed in College Park. That was the first train station outside the airport. Lennox would be like one of the last ones. We used to College Park to Lennox damn near every weekend, and all we doing is talking to women. You know what I mean? To the point where it's second nature. So we might just be out in public and, it be all it is conversations. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised, but a lot of men don't know how to even start up some shit, or they do something real dumb or awkward.
Yeah, I'm talking about, and I ain't like I'm talking about back then. I ain't have no before I had money. I ain't had no drip. I had to get my shit together. I'm still at that practice.
You had to have a mouthpiece.
Yeah, you had to have that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be I'm already knowing.
Hey, believe it or not, when I was completely broke, I had the most women in my life.
Of course. You had more time.
That's all I had. I had all the time, energy. I could listen. We could do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, man, like, I ain't going, and as crazy as it sounds too, that's when I was like the happiest. When I ain't really had no money.
You weren't paying no goddamn
responsibilities.
bills.
Yeah, I
you
had
weren't paying no
responsibilities,
bills.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I was just getting picked up by different shorties, staying at their house. They buying me clothes and feeding me and all of that shit. And that happened for a good majority of my teenage years, man. No cap. Like a long time, bro. Yeah. And then when I finally started getting my own, that's when I was like, damn, like a little bit of my game kind of fell off a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I definitely still got it in a reserve to give to somebody.
When you ain't got shit, bro, you a little more ruthless, bro. You a little more savage when you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, you smarter. You get way smarter.
Hell yeah. And you know, you younger, you know what I mean? Less shit on your mind.
Ain't no nigga fucking harder than a nigga that's homeless.
I'm trying to tell you, but they call them hobosexuals.
Real shit. Real shit.
Not homo, but hobosexual.
Real shit.
Hell yeah, man. All right, man. We finna get out of here in about 5 minutes, man. With some things you want. All right, shout your pages out, man. You know, I know you got millions of followers.
Man. You know, hey, man, make sure y'all follow the original page, Chink Capone. That's with 2 Ks. Then you can follow the backup if you want, Chink Capone. I also got a YouTube platform that just passed over 100K subscribers.
Shit.
The real Chink Capone. I'm still trying. If anybody can get my TikTok back that I had with like 1 million followers, let me know. Shit, you could probably find me like all over any of them platforms, or even if it's not my page, I'm always on somebody's page, somebody's Explorer, somebody movie or a cameo or something, man. So, you know, like I said, I'm very much still underground, but you know, with the help of y'all support, man, we could really have a good year this year.
Nah, that's facts, bro. That's facts.
And I'm thankful though. I'm thankful either way though for all everything. You know what I'm saying? All the shit I do have, what I got going on now. Like I'm not one of the people that's like not great. I might not be satisfied. I still got a hunger, but I'm definitely thankful.
Gratitude is key, man. You gotta show gratitude, man. You gotta be thankful for what you do have, and that's gonna help you get more. You know what I mean? Instead of just, never. Accepting what you have or appreciating what you have or people in front of you. Just like you say, I feel the same way, bro. Folks be hating on me left and right, bro. But I just got to use my glasses, put my Cardis on so I can really see who fucking with me. Okay, Ugly Money fucking with me. I'm going to reach out to him. Okay, my nigga Chink Capone. Every time we see each other, like, sometimes, you don't really know people. You don't really know until you be around them. Okay, this shit seem organic. Let me reach out to him. So
I try to tell people, man, just come around me, bro. Don't go off of like what you see on the internet. Don't go off of like when you just see me off my appearance. Like, talk to me, have a conversation. I'm gonna talk to you. I don't care who you are. Like, I don't care about your status, nothing. If you show me the same love and respect, I'm gonna do the same. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, we come from the bottom, so it ain't like we in here with some judgment. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then a lot of people, they whole mindset change about me once they talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Then they see like, all right, you know what I mean? I can't help the way I look. I can't help, like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. I'm not how I look. Like, you know, they be thinking light-skinned nigga, you know, boom, boom. I ain't with none of that shit.
He ain't light-skinned on the inside.
Yeah, real shit. Like, I ain't with none of that shit, bro. I just look like this.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, man. Anything else you want to shout out before we get out of here, man?
Man, shout out my guy Ben, man. Man. My guy gave your boy an opportunity to go out here and talk his shit. I love to see my fellow brothers do things like this, like make their books, man. So that's dope.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey. My niggas tatted. I'm tatted. Von G. Dot, Bowman, Tech, Fortune, Cooley, the whole Lakeshore Drive. Banksy doing his thing with his clothes. Shout out my nigga AOKD. You know what I'm saying? He been doing his shit with the rapping. You know what I mean?
Oh, come introduce yourself, man. Get on camera one time, man.
And yeah, his interview. Okay. Yeah, his interview definitely coming real soon with my boy Bam. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Don. doing this thing on the network, but now that's TV, man. And just shout out to everybody that's just doing their thing, man. Real shit, man. We taking off.
Make sure y'all get my book on Amazon, man. Navigate the Great.
Come on,
GPS
man.
to the Road to Riches. Make sure you follow my podcast, Multiple Streams Podcast. Follow me, Bam Concepts.
I'll probably do a chapter each night so I can just skip through it. You know
nice, yeah, bro. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I mean? Make sure you follow me, man. If you want to learn how to make, 6 figures and up by reselling items that, electronics items that we all have, that we either use or, we have used items that we no longer need, get at me, man. I'm doing the mentorship community and all of that. And we out, man. It's been another episode of Multiple Streams by any means. And remember, good things go to those that hustle, man.
Come on, man.
For sure.
Stay positive.
Sure. Stay positive, man.
That shit.
Magic Johnson, man.